I bring the solution of div 2 978 D1 problem. This is an interactive problem, and so let's start doing it. So this is easy version of the problem, and you can ask n plus 69 queries in this question. So what you are given is that there is some game which is going to be played among n players. Okay, so there are n players, and among them some game is going to be played. So in among those n players, there could be a player could be either a knight, a knave, or an imposter. Okay, so a knight is someone who always tells the truth. A knave is someone who always lies. An imposter is everybody thinks is a knight but is secretly a knave. So in this question, among the all n players, each player could be a knight, knave, or an imposter. So what we have to do in this problem, they have said that there is exactly one imposter among those n players. There is exactly one imposter, and so our task is to determine that imposter. So there will be n people, knight, knave, knight, knave, knight, knave, knight, knave, something like that, and there will be one imposter at any of the positions among 1 to n. And they have also given some truth table of that, like if we are a knight and we ask another knight, so he will definitely say that yes, it is a knight. So let's see the query format, like how we can ask the query. So the query goes as in each question you can pick two players I and j and ask if I thinks that the player j is knight. Okay, if I so what is there that they know about each other also. Okay, so if from a knight we ask that other person is knight, so he will definitely say yes because he always tell the truth. Okay, so now from a knight, if we ask that is someone knave, the person who is asking is knight, and we are asking from him that is the other person which is knave, is that knight or not. So he will definitely say no, because actually he is not a knight about the person whom we are asking. So if from a knight we ask that is knave a knight, so he will say no because he always tell the truth. Now coming to knave, if knave asks if we are asking from a knave that is someone knight or not, and that person is a knight, so knave will say no because he always tell lies. And if from a knave we ask we ask about someone who is a knave, then he will definitely say yes because he always tell the opposite answer. Okay, now if from a knight we ask about an imposter, so he will think that imposter is a knight because here it is given everyone thinks that imposter is a knight, but secretly he is a knave. Okay, and similarly it goes for imposter also. Like imposter is basically a hidden knave, so he will always tell the answer which is told by n knave. So the table of imposter is same like the table of knave, so both tables are same, and there could not be two imposters, so it doesn't make sense like asking an imposter about an imposter. Okay, so in this question we can ask at most n plus 69 queries. This is the most important part, like how many in these interactive problems you should always think about how much queries you can ask, and you should always try to minimize, or because generally what happens that the question is formatted such that if you take some number of queries, like very large number of queries, then you can easily answer all the interactive problems. But the main part which is there is like how can you reduce the number of queries in such problems. So this is all about the problem. So basically if I would like to summarize the problem goes as there are n people, 1 to n, and there is exactly one imposter among them. Other than imposter, there could be a knife, or a knave. A knight will always tell truth about others. A knave will always tell lie about others. And the type of query which we can make is we ask the ith person about person J, and if that so you will get the answer in form of like how is the answer given if I plus J. Okay, so we will get the answer in form of boolean like 0 or 1. If we think that he is a knight, then we will get 1, or otherwise we will get a 0. So these are some interaction and all that. Here test cases don't matter much because we just have to solve. So like what observation, what information can we get from the query, like the query which we are asking about I and J, what information like we can draw from that? We should focus on that now. So here is a basic simple observation which I would like to draw. Like if you are there are two people I and J, and if you ask about I person from J, and suppose I is a knight and J is a knave. So we ask about I from J. We get some answer. Now we ask J from J about I. So if someone is a knight, okay, and we ask about a knave. Let's take this case. Let I is knight and J is knave. Okay. So let me open some notepad or something so I can explain better. Actually, I don't know how to draw and use those tools, so that's why I'm using this. So let's suppose we will make a query in form of I, like something question mark I and J. Okay. Now let us suppose that I is knight and J is knave. Let's take this example. Okay. Knave, K-N-A-V-E, knave. Okay. Now if I is knight and J is knave, so if we ask a knight about a knave, that is he knight or not, so the answer would be obviously false, because knight will always tell the correct answer and knave will not be there. So okay. Now if we reverse the condition, like we ask J and I, what would be the answer? The answer will be taking the same things. Now what will be the answer? If we ask a knave about knight, then he will say that it is also false, because a knave will always answer the wrong answer. And if we ask knave that a knight is knight or not, so he will always tell false, like which is 0. And this is also 0. Now take some more example, like what do we have? Just copy all these things. Now let us take both as knight. Okay, we ask a knight about knight, he will say that yes, both are true, because a knight always tells other about other, so it will be 1. Same will be here, it will also be 1. And same goes for knave case, like if we ask a knave about knave, he will tell that it is true that he is a knife, and same the other way around. So what now let us take one more example in which we include some imposter. Okay, if suppose this is imposter, and so how will the queries work? Like, so I is a knight and J is an imposter. So now what will happen? So if we ask a knight about imposter, so knight will say that yes, that person is a knight because all the imposter appear knight to everyone. So he will say yes, it is true. Now if we ask an imposter here, like we ask an imposter that person who looks like a knight, is he really a knight? But imposter is like he behaves like a knave, so he will tell false and answer will be 0. So what observation can be drawn from this? Like the if we also take the case of opposite case like knave and imposter, then you should try that yourself, so it will be helpful for you. Like so much of test case work I have done. So basically what is happening here, if you see properly, that if imposter is there, if I and j query are made, if any of them is imposter, then the answer of I comma j and and j comma I both are opposite. Like if I comma j, if any of these I and j is an imposter, then the answer of I comma j and j comma I are both opposite. And if none is imposter, then answer of I comma j and j comma I same. If no imposter, no imposter, no imposter. So I think we should use this fact for the calculation of the imposter. So what we can do now is like we first of all, like we cannot make two inquiries. Like we have to make n queries or n plus 1 or n plus 2, because n plus 69 doesn't matters much. Like n plus 69, now end of the day, like we can only take n and some more queries, like 1 2 queries more. So n plus 69 doesn't add that much significance. Like it is basically like we have to try to solve in n queries only. Okay, so what we will do is like they will be position 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Suppose like there are 8 position and one anyone could be imposter. So we will, what I will do is first I will ask 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Like I will ask 1 comma 2 query, then I will ask 2 comma 1 query. Now I will check, are these answer equal, like both same or not, same or not. If they are same, that means that that neither of them is an imposter. Like yes, do you agree that neither of them should be imposter because both the answers are same? So what will be what will be taking place, like any one of these would be imposter and 1 and 2 are free. So neither 1 is imposter nor 2 is imposter. Okay, like same case, 1 and 2 not imposter. Okay, 1 and 2 are not imposters. So what we will do, we will check for 3 and 4, and we will check for 4 and 5. Like the answer of all the 2 are same or not. Okay, we will check for 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Because in 2 query, like there is no point checking 1 2 and 2 3 then 3 4. It is better to skip that. Like if after 1 2 we have checked that none of them is imposter, we should move forward to 3 and 4 instead of checking 2 and 3. So this way we can reduce queries. Otherwise we will take 2 n queries, because for each of them we are taking 2 queries. So then we will can take 2 n queries. So to reduce that, I am taking like every time I will increase the loop by 2. So we will check for 5 and 6, 3 and 4. If at any position I found and dispute, like the answer of 5 and 6 are different. Let us suppose that the answer of 5 and 6 are different. So 5 could be imposter or 6 could be imposter. Yes, do you agree that 5 could be imposter or 6 could be imposter? So how will we decide now? Now we have got any one of this could be imposter, but how will we decide now? So now it is very simple. We will check it from 1. Like we will check 1 and 5 and 5 and 1. 5 and 1. Because we earlier made sure that 1 is not an imposter. So now we just have to check them with 1, that if 1 and 5 and 5 and 1 both are same. So 5 is not imposter. Yes. and if 5 is not imposter, then 6 will be imposter. And if 5 was imposter, then 5 was imposter, then that was the answer. Okay. Now, similar way, like we did calculate into queries. So, same or not, ये same वाला case has done. Now, when not same, not same. Not same for 1 and 2, like 1 and 2 the answer is not same, so there is only one imposter, we know that. So 1 and 2 any could be imposter, like any one of them could be imposter. I'm solving the else case for this, like same or not. I solved it for same, now I'm solving for not same. So 1 or 2 any could be imposter. So how will we decide? Here it is given n is greater than n is like between 3 to 10 to the power 15. So there will be someone else also like 3, and 3 will never be imposter because out of 1 and 2 anyone is imposter. So what we will do is like we will choose anyone like 1 and 3, and we will query 3 and 1. 1 and 3 and 3 and 1, and if both the answer are same, so 2 will be imposter. If same, 2 will be imposter, otherwise 3 will be imposter if they are not same. 3 imposter if they are not same. So only this much is the part which we have to like focus on. It was very easy problem, like I think it is 1900 rated, but it is not that difficult like if you intuitively do it. And I remember I did it during contest, and it is not very difficult question. So let's check the solution, how the solution is coded. It is very easy. If you have gone through the video, you will understand it very easily. So what I did, let's compare it from here. So what I did, I took the query 1, 2, 2, 1, and I checked are they same or not. So if 1, 2 and 2, 1 are same, then I ran a loop from 3 till n, and I checked it for basically I checked it for that if x I comma I plus 1 query is equal to I plus 1 comma I, then I continue this because neither of them is an imposter, and otherwise if any one of them could be imposter, then I check them from with 1, like this case. If they are same, so neither of them is imposter, but if some are same like 5 and 6, 5 comma 6 and 6 comma 5, both the answers are different, so any one of them could be imposter, then we have to check with 1 because 1 is not an imposter, we have checked it earlier. So now we will check with 1, 5 or 6, anyone you can take and check with 1. So you will know the imposter between 5 and 6 from here, as 1 is not imposter. Now if 1 is not imposter and 5 is also not imposter, so the answer will be 6 or the other answer. So this is how I checked if the answer is not same, and if the answer is same, I did continued and I continued the loop. Now coming to this part, if 1, 2 and 2, 1 both the queries are not equal, so that is else here. This else is there for that. Okay, and so I checked with 3. So 1, 3 and 3, 1. If both are equal, then the answer is 2, and both are not equal, then the answer is 1 because 1 is the imposter. Simple. And here there is also one catch, like I increased the loop from 3 and 3 till I went till I plus 1 less than n. So if the number of values are like 3, 4, so if the number of values are even total, so all the values will be covered, but if number of values are odd, so last one will be left because there will be nothing in I plus 1 for that. So in that case, if we never got an answer, that means the last person is the imposter. So the answer will be N, and simply this can be done. Okay. Hopefully, actually I'm just learning, so I think I would improve with time, like my explanation skills. That's all. If you want a solution of some other problems, you can just comment down, and I'll try to solve it. And if I could solve it, I will upload it.